What's up, people? I'm gonna show you how to vent your gas cap. If you need more ventilation on your gas cap, like I have a first gen Fout Faker, and I'm running the Minerality top end cylinder, and it's not getting enough gas or enough pressure to allow gas to flow correctly. Uh, you can see on YouTube other people have the same situation when they go with the Minerality conversion, but pretty much this is going to help you. If you do a minerality conversion, it's going to help you put a vent tube on your cap, just in case. I looked everywhere on Google and YouTube, and I had no help. I asked a couple people, or I asked a guy on YouTube, and he was no help at all. He just I don't know, he just avoided my messages constantly. But anyway, I'm just gonna do it to show you guys. Pretty much, this is a dummy one I made. It was coming out good, but then I screwed up by using the correct size drill bit, but the hole was already almost the size, so it grabbed the ear and then twisted, and then it got all mangled. I could probably still use it if I bang it with a little hammer, but I'm gonna use this one. This one's a brand new cap, believe it or not. And I was thinking, man, it's gonna be kind of hard because look, it has a spring in here, and how am I gonna get a nut in here? Because my plan was using one of these and then putting a nut and compressing it into the cap. But I'm like, yeah, the hole's easy, but how are you gonna put a nut in the back? Well, I did experiment with this cap, and apparently you could drill it out. It's hollow inside here. Apparently the spring is only around the surface of the lip, so you'll be good. You could of course do it centered, because if you don't do it centered, you're gonna have less room on one side than the other. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is how to vent your gas cap. Either you're doing it for minerality or you're doing it for style points, because you want to have that the vent tube on your gas cap with the aluminum the aluminum breather. This ain't one, this is a random one I was just gonna use for part-time until I get the aluminum one. But yeah, it's gonna work perfectly. Pretty much drill hole there, then you're gonna want to get 3/16 1/8 barb, and then you're gonna want to get some either some rubber style washers or some fiber washers. I ended up using these fiber washers. Add good luck for sealing gas. Like you see these peacocks, the stock peacocks on your motorized bike, they practically use one of these. Theirs are a little bit more crummier than this quality. This is actually better. So it's a fiber washer. So I was going to use this. You're going to have to squeeze this part in there, because at least I have to do it for this size. That's okay, because I'm just going to use the vice grips, hold it, and then twist it with the crescent wrench, and it'll be good. It'll go all the way in. And then you need a washer, or at least I'm going to use a washer. And the washer is going to go like this and like that. So you're going to end up having this in the end. Yeah, I could show a video of me drilling it, doing everything, and showing you, but it's better if I just say what you need to do, and you don't get bored. And then also you need one of these. Basically, it's for the nut, the right thread for it. But you see this is capped, so all you're gonna have to do is drill a hole in here, and now you can let the ventilation go through. Pretty much you screw this on like that inside your cap, so that's gonna get pressed, and then you have a hole in the bottom, so you're allowing flow to go in and out, and then you'll be good. You know how some people like to put like double rubbers. Some people like to put double rubbers. I know I do sometimes, or at least on the stock gas cap. This one right here is really tight, but on the stock gas cap, sometimes I put double rubbers, and it prevents the leak from your gas tank swishing. But the end result is you don't get as ventilation as you want. Also, pretty much you want to do a center punch, but I didn't have a center punch. I just used the tip of my screwdriver and used a hammer, tapped it, and then now I'm going to start drilling these holes. I'm going to start with this size first, then I'm going to use a step drill, get it to the size I need, and then hook everything together. you're going to want to use one of these because it's a little bit smaller than the average other nut that they come. You can see the profile around the threads, and it just barely clears. Like with the socket, because you're gonna have to get a socket to get in there. With the socket, it fits in here perfectly. But if you do it centered, you're gonna do it way better. And then you could even make this a little hair bigger if you could look. There's springs in here, so there's that. I just thought I want to help you guys figure how to do this because, like I said, I looked everywhere. I got no help. Nobody wanted help. People on Facebook, they're saying, "Oh, you can't do that. Oh, they already are vented." And like, okay, if it's already vented, why did three people that didn't have vented fuel lines when they're running their minerales die on them? They all said it's because of the fuel flow. Like, I could go 50 on it, but the fuel flow dies after I go 50. It just shuts off on me. But apparently, there's this guy on YouTube. He put a vent tube on his, and now he goes 70 or 67 miles. 67. I would love for this thing to hit 67. My goal was 65, and I was going to use a different cylinder. This is a cheap cylinder from Italy, a BCR, but I was going to go with Athena. I think it's called Athena cylinder head. But yeah, pretty much do that, and then like I said in the bottom too. Also, make sure you put a little punch in there. Make sure you're dead center. So when you do the drill, you'll be good, and pretty much you'll have you have a little barb sticking out your gas cap. Then you can put your hose on there. Then you can put your little aluminum cap on there, and it'll look pretty cool. You know, if you want to do it for style points, or you're into dirt bikes and you know how they have them. Alright, man. I'm gonna get started and do it, and then I'll probably do an update video of it being finished.